Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and we're back again with a preview for Monday Night Football, Arsenal's first Monday Night Football of the season, where we will be playing Crystal Palace at the Emirates, managed by Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira. This is really significant for me, and probably for other Arsenal fans as well, but I think it's the first time that Vieira's been back to the Emirates, probably since like an event or something like that, or I don't know if he played in a Legends game or anything, but like the last time I remember seeing him at an Arsenal ground, because it was Highbury, was in 2006 or 2005, 2006, when we played Juventus in the round of 16, I think. Was it the round of 16 or the quarter? No, it was the quarterfinals, because Real Madrid was the round of 16. And we beat them 2-0, and Vieira just left us then. So yeah, it's quite significant. And he'll be up for it. I think Crystal Palace will be up for it because, you know, he wants to come back and make an impression. I think he's one of the people that sort of wants the Arsenal job as well. So I think he'll be up for it. And to be fair, they've not done too badly so far. I don't think anyway. You know, Roy Hodgson did reasonably well at Crystal Palace, but I think the style of football that I see Crystal Palace playing is a lot better than what Roy Hodgson was making them play, I feel anyway. And you know, they've got a really good striker in Edson Edouard, for example. They've already got decent players as it is, so it's not going to be an easy game. It never is against Crystal Palace. In fact, the first time I ever watched AFTV was after when Yannick Bolasie used to play for Crystal Palace, and he equalised after an Alexis Sanchez goal. So he were 1-0 up until like the 75th minute or something, and like a lapse of concentration, I think from Koscielny or something like that, Bolasie was in and equalised, and obviously we couldn't pick up from there. And this was like when I first became aware of the so-called Wenger Out movement. Yeah, I remember the video I watched as well. Of the first time I saw AF, that I didn't even know that this existed. This whole kind of like hatred toward Arsene Wenger existed before that game. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, our last game was a 0-0 draw with Brighton, a draw we were very lucky to get, really and truthfully. We didn't play well in that game at all. And when you're being played off the park, the only thing you can do is try and not lose. And thankfully, we did that. This has been a weird international break because I haven't watched any football at all. I don't normally watch. I think I've mentioned it on videos before, but I don't normally watch like England qualifiers or friendlies or anything like that because I don't see the point. Like I used to when I was younger, but international football as in terms of its kind of qualifying rounds has become so uncompetitive that there's almost no point. You almost know that England are going to qualify at this stage. You know, it's not like it was in the old days where like there would be 2 or 3 teams in the group that could usurp England and take their place and all this kind of stuff. Like, you know, classic campaigns like the 2002 campaign where they had to get at least a point against Greece in the last game, the Beckham free kick. You know, it's not like that anymore, and I prefer to just watch England in tournaments now. And if they carry on like they did in the Euros, there's no reason why everyone else won't enjoy England in the World Cup this year, even though they'll probably die because of Qatar's heat. But yeah, so I've not really thought about football that much, to be honest. Like, I've been looking forward to the game, but at the same time I've been kind of like dealing with other things, just my day job and other things that have been going on in my life. I haven't really had time to really think about Arsenal. So this is kind of a weird form that I'm coming at the moment because I've been keeping an eye on things. You know, like the Newcastle takeover happened last week, which is huge in my opinion. I think that Newcastle getting these kind of Saudi owners that are worth nearly £300 billion or whatever, in a couple of seasons' time they'll be right up there with Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea. And it's worrying for Arsenal because it means, you know, how far are we going to fall behind if Newcastle start creeping up the table? But Newcastle are a big club. I remember in the 90s they were one of the best teams in the league, in my opinion. You know, they were rivaling team at one, I would say between 94 and 97. They were rivaling teams like Liverpool and Arsenal to some extent to be, you know, second or third best in the league. So and they had some brilliant players back then. So and they've got a really, really loyal and like strong fan base, so they do deserve to be up there. It would just be weird to see Newcastle win a Premier League. I mean, I'm not saying they will, but like they might do. You know, I see all these memes about like them bringing in like Mbappe and people like that. I can't imagine like Kylian Mbappe or like Lionel Messi coming to play in Newcastle, of all places. It'd be hilarious if that did happen, though. I mean, you know, Carlos Tevez ended up at West Ham for a while, so it could happen. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a weird one. Like I think this, because of how badly we didn't. It wasn't like it was an utterly dire performance. It wasn't great against Brighton, but I don't think it can get any worse. It's the first home game back. Apparently, there's been quite a few of our players that have scored in the international duty, including Partey and Saka. So I feel like there might be momentum with our players going into this game, but at the same time, you know, we can't take Crystal Palace lightly because they have dealt with us before. I remember, when was it? Was it Wenger's last season or the season before that? So it wasn't the season that I mentioned at the beginning, because where we drew with them, so I think it was 15-16. And hopefully I've got that right, because I always, hang on, I think it was 15, unless that was that Leicester, 15-16? Let me Google it. Yeah, so it was 15-16. So it wasn't that one. I think it was the next season. The Yannick Bolasie one was 15-16, but I think it was the season after that we lost to them at Selhurst Park. I've always thought that they were a decent side, you know. Obviously, like a lot of teams in the Premier League, they just don't have the kind of backing that like bigger teams do. But I've always respected Crystal Palace as a team. When I first started getting into football when I was a kid, they were a mainstay in the Premier League, so they've always been there. And of course, like, there's a Crystal Palace connection with one of my favourite pundits, sports pundits at the moment, in Simon Jordan. So I've always had a respect for Crystal Palace, and I don't think nowadays, with how competitive the Premier League is, I don't think you can take any team lightly, home or away. So yeah, fair enough. It is probably going to be a difficult game, no doubt about that. But I think we've got what it takes to win the game. I think it's going to be tough, but I think we will probably just about scrape it. I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal. I know that's the safe bet, but like that's what I think it will be. I'm not too sure about what he's going to go up with the lineup. I'm not sure because I don't know what people's fitness will be like after the World Cup, after the World Cup qualifiers and the friendlies and that kind of thing. You know, there was talk about Tierney being taken out, but I'm not necessarily sure. Even though I like Nuno Tavares, I'm not sure that like he's ready to necessarily start games week in, week out. But at the same time, like, Tierney isn't exactly up to speed in that back four. I'd probably say he's the weakest player at the moment, and that's surprising, being that he was one of our best players last season. Obviously, Lokonga's going to stay in with Xhaka being out, which again, this is why I'm saying I think it will be tough, because Lokonga really struggled against Brighton, and it definitely showed that we missed Granit Xhaka. So I think it's going to be really, really tough for him, and Partey's going to be doing most of the work in terms of like protecting that back four and the goalkeeper. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Monday Night Football, which is always cool. I always like Monday Night Football. The other thing that's really weird is the fact that we've got like 3 games quite close together. So we've obviously got we've got Palace on Monday, and then Villa on Friday, all at home, along with the following Tuesday we've got Leeds in the Carabao Cup. So we've got 3 home games in a row. So yeah, it's going to be quite a congested. So there probably will be rotation at some point, more likely in the Carabao Cup game, unless injury happens. But yeah, I think on paper we should win the game. In terms of their last result was a was a 2-2 draw with Leicester, and Leicester haven't been playing well this season either. I mean, I think Man United will do them on Saturday, just because I just don't think they played that well. I think their kind of luck has run out. You know, Brendan Rodgers is honeymoon period is pretty much over now for me. And as I said, obviously we drew with Brighton, so it could go either way. The one thing I do know is if, after the kind of disappointment of drawing with Brighton, after, the emphatic win over Spurs, if we drop points again in this game, in the game on Monday against Crystal Palace, either we lose or draw, the Arteta-itis will creep back in again. I don't necessarily care about the performance. I just want to win, basically. And if I was being really optimistic, it would be I just don't want to lose. But yeah, let's see what happens. As always, that's all we can do. Monday night football, always a joy. I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the rest of this simulation, my first simulation on FIFA 22. Which I was hoping to do a deep eye on things about, but I just haven't had the time to sit down and think about it yet. It may get to a point where I actually can't do it because the game's been out for too long, but anyway. So yeah, I'll be back again on Monday night or shortly after the game to give you my thoughts. So if you're new around here, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back speaking to you soon, as I say, after the Palace game on Monday. So until then, take care and stay safe.
And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
So the ball is rolling again. Arsenal trailing going into the second half. Will they come up with the right response?
Number 25, Mohamed El-Neni.
This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save! How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now. And as you can see from the stats, they've absolutely dominated the game. They've been good in possession, they've created chances, but they just haven't been clinical enough in front of goal, and that's the big problem. If they want to get back in...
Can he finish? Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
He's driven in the corner. Oh, what's he gone and done? Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop.
Substitution for
And they're making a change.
coming off the pitch, number 9, Jordan Ayew, to be replaced by number 10, Ebreki Eze.
So the corner played into the box. And not an attempt he'll be terribly proud of. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Lokonga. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Can they hit on the break? It's Arsenal's turn now. Aubameyang. Opportunity in the wide area. And Aubameyang in the centre. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save. Well, just listen to the fans. They know this is a big chance here.
Substitution for
And the substitution will occur now.
off the pitch. Number 20, Christian Benteke. Coming onto the pitch, number 22, Hudson Edouard.
Over it comes. Clears it away. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Determined defending. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Hudson Edouard. Opportunity it is. Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control. Whatsoever. That's a real waste.
Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Tomiyasu. Thomas now. Lacazette. Well, no stopping him. Possession lost by Palace. Very quick thinking there.
Well, it's been quite clear that Palace have been second best in terms of possession, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really
wait a moment, Stuart. Look at what's happening. Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has to score there.
So a personnel change then.
Off the pitch, number 23, Conor Gallagher, to be replaced by number 4, Luka Milivojevic.
Lacazette. Partey. Nicolas Pepe. Well, offside. I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
"15 minutes remaining. Milivojevic. Can't miss, surely. Terrific save. Corner kick played in. And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. Well, nearing the end of the game, and Arsenal with work to do, you've got to say, Stuart.
Well, they've certainly lacked a goal threat up to this point. There's been little invention, no real combination play around the box, and the crosses have been erratic. But there is still time to find that moment of inspiration.
Attacking possibilities for Palace. Well, what a good stop to keep them in this.
Well, that would have been game over. Not long left now, though.
Lokonga. Lacazette. Counter-attacking, very much an option. This could be the equaliser. Oh, and it goes! The equaliser! Who saw that coming? Down to 10 men, but undeterred.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So, a level contest, 1-1.
Alexandre Lacazette.
And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. They're on the scent of a winner late in this game. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Oh, could be! And a crisp effort, just over the top. Lacazette. Advantage, Arsenal. And space to cross it. Oh, a vital save. And it remains all even.
Well, there you have it. He may just have saved his team here.
Over it comes. Well, not cleared away completely. And he takes it on. Oh, a goal! Who would have predicted this after the sending off? They have the lead now. Incredible!
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have controlled this game.
Goal for Arsenal.
So there we have it, 2-1.
Mohamed El Neni.
Eze. Ward now. And so that is that. The referee blows for full time. A victory for Arsenal.
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserved their victory.
But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he's the match winner and deservedly so. He was outstanding today. He's great to watch when he's in this sort of form.
And the game begins. And still danger here. Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look.
Beautifully disguised ball. Really well hit, but just too much height on it. Wilfried Zaha. Aubameyang. The outcome is a goal kick here. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And the early shower. This is going to be pressing as a team. An effective challenge. Now, will they do it from here? And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
Can he finish? Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just...
He's driven in the corner. Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
Opportunity it is. Well, not covering himself in glory defence. Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control whatsoever.
Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has...
Can't miss, surely. Terrific save. Corner kick played in. And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. Oh, and it goes! The equaliser! Who saw that coming? Down to 10 men, but under... Oh, could be! And a crisp effort, just over the top. And space to cross it. Oh, a vital save, and it remains all even.
Well, there you have it. He may just have saved his team here.
Well, not cleared away completely. And he takes it on. Oh, a goal! Who would have predicted this